short clip by Bishop Doug Heward-Mills Ministries. Discover how God can change your life forever.
Now, mental sickness is a range. Many people are mad. Many people are mad. Yeah. Especially women. Yeah. What a shock. As for me, I'm not standing for elections. I don't care what you think about me. I don't need to be popular amongst you or among any woman. I'm speaking as a pastor and as a doctor. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of ladies. You see, a woman is a weaker vessel. Now, you see, if an aircraft carrier, United States aircraft carrier, is going on a journey in the sea, and you have an old fishing boat from Mombasa, is also going on a journey, and they meet a storm, and it goes off. The storm goes off. After the storm, which of the two do you think will be limping? Mombasa boat, isn't it? The weaker vessel, is it not the weaker vessel? Yeah, that's what the Bible teaches us. So there are a lot of storms and pressures that our weaker vessel companions experience a more difficult experience from it. Yeah. Now, many times it's a problem, but you can't easily see. As for me, I'm not afraid of you. I can say whatever I think. I'm taking my time to diagnose madness. I'll tell you, you need only two things. Yeah, two things. When I say madness, we have a range: depression, mania, hypomania, delusions, all kinds of things. They are all in the spectrum of mental conditions. You can't easily diagnose. So when a psychiatrist is diagnosing, he talks, you sit down and talk with you. As you talk and talk and talk, so, this one that you said, it shows depression. Yeah. So they let you talk 1 hour, they don't examine you physically like other doctors will do. They just talk to see how the mind is working. That's the examination of the thoughts and the things in the person's head. To diagnose madness, you need two main things. That is extreme. That is the real schizophrenia. Two things. Number one, paranoid delusions. A delusion is something you believe in spite of evidence. Like you go to somebody's house, see that he has put some wood under and says, what is this? He said, the ceiling is going to fall down. I said, how is the ceiling going? It's not going to fall. I said, no, I know it's going to fall. The engineers will check everything. No, it's still, I feel. So he's put scaffolding to support the ceiling, and he's living in it. It's a delusion. And it's an obvious it's a problem. Do you understand? Yeah. Or you go to somebody's house, they have put plaster on all the sockets. They said, there's a secret service listening to me through these sockets. I said, yeah. These are easy to see. And we have two types of delusions: bizarre delusions and non-bizarre delusions. Bizarre delusion is like what I just told you, it's bizarre. But we have non-bizarre delusions. Like you say that, this lady is after my husband, and I'm sure about it. It's non-bizarre because it happens. I am sure this girl, she's called Teresa, she's after my husband. I know. How do you know I'm a woman? I say I know. Non-bizarre. That is there. No evidence. Or evidence that they are making up. But fear, you see, I'm explaining something. So we have paranoid delusions. Paranoia means fear. And a lot of ladies are afraid of so many things. Always afraid. Thinking that if my husband died, if this happened, if this is, so many things. Yeah, it's part of the spectrum. Paranoid, then delusion, things you believe. Hey. That's section 1 of 2 major elements you need to diagnose that somebody is mad. And you see that a lot of you are already inside the thing somewhere. Yeah, if you like, you can check on the internet. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go read it yourself. Second, you need auditory hallucinations, where the person hears voices talking to him, insulting him, accusing, degrading, railing, speaking. The person is hearing it all the time. You need that to make the diagnosis of madness. But what I'm explaining is that the fear and the delusions, do you see, are a whole half section of madness before we go to hearing voices. So once you don't hear those voices, you are not schizophrenia, but you are in the spectrum somewhere. Paranoia, delusions, delusional disorders, depression, fear, premenstrual tension, different kinds of conditions. Yeah. So tonight, Jesus will set you free from all mental sicknesses. Bizarre and non-bizarre delusions. It's not a bizarre delusion if you think your husband is interested in somebody, or if you think that your husband likes the worship leader in the church. Or when the choristers were dancing in front, you say that your husband was looking at a particular chorister. Hey! No bizarre delusions. One day, a certain pastor was laying hands on people. Hey! And the wife was watching him carefully. So, when they finished the miracle service, they went home. And then when she went home, she said, that fair girl in the line, when she came for, and you were laying hands, when you reached her, you stayed there too long. You stayed too long praying for her. Not bizarre. It was too long. Why are you always praying for her? Hey! So the next day when they came back for the second day, and the sister came, she also came for that altar call, and he started laying hands. When he saw it, he said, "Oi!" When I go home, he will say that. So he just beat. Now all those things, if you allow them too much, you see that you are going mad. A lot of people are mad. A lot. I have diagnosed madness in several ladies. They don't know. I have diagnosed them as soon as diagnosis straight. But you are healed tonight in Jesus' name.